Hey Internet, I'm the Cow Says Moo, and you're watching the first episode, or the first adventures of Dr. Moo, episode 12. Let's play Minecraft 1.2.5 with a whole bunch of mods installed. As you can see, I'm back in the Overworld. After that original fiasco in Octarine, I was set to figure out how to get out of the Mystcraft age without a linking book. And I had done a little bit of recording there, but somewhere along the line, I must have bumped or thrown or something my microphone control, and I hit the mute button and didn't notice. So it was all recorded without voiceovers. And it wasn't that big of a deal. It was a little bit of me venting and just being frustrated footage, so it's probably better off not being published. But anyway, what I did is I built a writing desk and created a bunch of books. And spawned a bunch of ages until, well, the plan was until I got Star Fissures and was able to jump through. But before I could get to that point, I hit a bugged world and was teleported back here without any stuff. But fortunately, I'd saved my items because I knew better. And I've got all my stuff, and I came back here, and we're all hunky-dory again, I guess. Before leaving the world, the Mystcraft ages, I did some pillaging. I got quite a bit of glowstone again, since I had created glowstone pillars, and as you can see, I got quite a bit of silverwood, too. I got like probably 8 stacks of silverwood leaves and 2 or 3 stacks of silverwood. And maybe a couple dozen of the little flowers that grow around them. So, wasn't a total loss. I got quite a bit of good stuff out of it. So, for the time being, I think I'm just going to leave Mystcraft for occasional resource gathering missions and maybe create some worlds with dungeons and stuff and go exploring in those. But as far as building goes, I'll just skip that part for now and just do all the building in the overworld. I did manage to find like a fossils and archaeology shipwreck in one of the worlds and explored it, though there wasn't a whole lot in it. It was some sort of apparently military vessel or something. There were a bunch of arrows. Geez, probably 600 or 800 arrows total, and some spears and just a little bit of stuff that was useful. Maybe 5 or 6 things, nothing major. Unfortunately, you guys are going to miss that video, but we'll find some more shipwrecks, I'm sure. I haven't seen very many of them in this game yet, so that was kind of a surprise to stumble across it. But eventually I will spawn some more worlds that have potential for having shipwrecks in them, so we'll find some more eventually. I did search this overworld here a little bit for some terrain features that I'd created in Octarine, like that combination of jungle, swamp, and river, so I could create a good apiary setup, and I did end up finding some, and I've already done a little bit of recording there too, which also had no video control or audio, so I'll just head back there and show you what I've done so far, which isn't a whole lot, but it looks pretty good, I think. So this is going to be the site of my apiaries. It's only, 350 or so away from my spawn point, and pretty near this village. I thought I had seen that combination before around here, and I did just snoop around and found it. So this is my little apiary area so far. I'm going to put something of a roof on it, but I think I'm going to leave it open air. Just put something on the top, though, to make it look like there's a roof, give it a little more presence. Inside here, this side is river, as you can see. F3, not 3. There we go, Doctor. So this is all river here, so this will be where I do forest bees and plains bees. This area over here is all swampland, so this will be my marshy bees. And this is tropical, or jungle, for the tropical bees. So I've got all 3 of the main types. I don't have modest, but I'm really not too worried about them. They don't produce anything fancy, so I'll just skip them. I might actually grab a couple of the hives and use them for decoration in this place, though. As you can see, I've kind of put up some of these vines here as decoration. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to like them once they all get grown in, but we'll see. I think it could be a pretty neat decoration, so it's worth a shot. I need to go back and actually grab the apiaries themselves, but I wanted to at least start showing you what I've done since I went back and looked at the videos and realized I didn't have any audio. You know, just to add insult to injury, that was that whole Mystcraft fiasco. It's still a pretty interesting and cool mod. It's got a heck of a lot of potential, but it's either got bugs in it itself or it's just doing new enough stuff that it's revealing bugs in other mods. And when I'm playing a game with so many mods, it's hard to tell which is which. I did put up a bug report up on the Minecraft forums, so we'll see if they get any response or any suggestions. But as I said, for the time being, I think I'm just going to leave the Mystcraft ages to just going to visit and gather stuff and explore rather than actually doing building, because having all my chunks reset was no fun at all. Anyway, I will run back up over to that sorting area and grab my apiaries, and we'll get this set up, and then maybe I'll finish up the roof here and start processing some of these bees that I've been collecting. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alright folks, so I've got a bunch of bees on me and I've got my apiaries on me, but I'm also just kind of roaming around looking for a few more hives. I don't really need them for bees per se, but I'm wanting them kind of more as decoration. So I'm grabbing them with my portal gun, just with G, and jumping through the hole and dropping them off here for the time being. So I'm just kind of snooping around. Oops. There we go. Snooping around, looking through the deserts that I know about, and just looking to see if I can find any more hives anywhere. Also kind of looking for another swamp hive or two. Looks like we got a dungeon way up here. That's cool. Might have to come check that out. Right now I'm just way to the north. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing, how I'm getting all these hives. The desert hives are easy to find because they're bright yellow and they're light and sticking up out of, you know, roughly flat land, so the desert ones are easy to find, and they're nice and yellow and bright, so I think they're going to make good decoration. Anyway, that's what I'm doing for right now. Wanted to show it off. I'm going to keep doing it, and then I'll meet you back in the apiary to set everything up in just a bit. Alright, so I'm back. I've gathered up quite a few different beehives here, several modest, some meadows, a couple forests, and a couple marshy. I didn't happen to find any more jungle ones, but that's not a big deal. I think I've got enough for my purposes, and these are all, as I said, just decorations, so I'll be fine without them. So I think I'm going to put apiaries something like this. Oops. Face you the right direction. Put them in the right spot. There we go. Something like this in each room. I think that looks pretty good. And that gives me space to put a wooden pipe in between them. And maybe a chest or something out here. Yeah, I think that'll work. And it pushes them back far enough that hopefully these jungle bees won't be too close. And I won't be getting poisoned when I'm just trying to roam around in here. So let's get my tropical bees out, and I should have 4 sets total. Yeah, looks good. Tropical. There we go. There's all the tropical bees. And let's come over here, and let's see. I've only got a few marshy ones, but I've got a couple more hives out there now, so we'll take a look at those. There we go. How many more hives do I have? 2? Well, I guess I'll bust them open. Maybe I'll go snooping for more of them some other time. Ooh, I got a blue thing out of there. What is that blue one? Oh, marshy. Okay, you're just blue for some reason. I wonder what that means. We'll have to see. What? Marshy, okay. Marshy. Awesome. And then over here I'll put 2 forest and 2 meadows. 1 forest. There we go. Put the forest on this side, I guess. Doesn't make much difference. And this is primarily going to be my actual production facility, not my experimenting, except for probably this room right here. Marshy, I'm not entirely sure what they produce. They're new. I haven't really looked them up yet. I'm hoping they produce something different. And the jungle ones I know do. They're the ones that produce the silky propolis, or the silky combs, which you get silky propolis from, which you can then actually produce silk, so I can upgrade these bags and do a couple other things with. So those are pretty cool. So those I'm probably not going to crossbreed at all. I'll just let them do their thing. This room over here, though, will be where I try to develop bees in the industrious line and possibly bees in the what's the other one? Noble line? Yeah, the noble line. And I'll just do some experimenting in here and try to get them to grow. Like the last Let's Play series, I will probably do most of it off camera, except when I'm successful at something. Just because it's kind of boring and tedious to watch on video. I find it kind of interesting to do, but it's not terribly good video. Kind of like the industrial craft farming. Again, not very good video, just because it takes a long time to do, and it's just a lot of putting things back in and seeing what happens. Alright, so we'll give these guys a couple flowers. Not entirely sure what they need. Or these guys, I'm not entirely sure what they need. We'll see. I think I just went and harvested some ferns. Do I have ferns? Yeah. So I should be able to put these over here in the jungle area. They should be happy with those. We'll see. And we'll have to see what these guys say when it becomes daytime. So for the time being, I guess I will... maybe I'll start working on the roof line a little bit here and figure out where to put these hives around. Just to make it look like it is actually, you know, kind of a bee area. All these extra hives will be floating around in different places. Kind of looking cool. So I'll be back after I work on the roof a little bit. That's definitely not something you need to see on camera. So back in a bit. Alrighty, so I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out, I think. Let's go outside and take a look from the outside here. So there we go. It's just got kind of a staggered roof line here. Not particularly high. I might make it go up one more step. I think I can do that, yeah. But then you've got the grates here, of course, so the bees can fly in and out of the building and get to whatever they want. Not that they actually need that mechanically, but I think it looks cool. These vines cover up each of the rooms, kind of keeping the bees in without actually closing them in, and you can just walk straight through them. So far they haven't been annoying at all, so I think I'll probably leave them. We'll see if they start trying to spread or anything. As you can see, I've run my forest drones a couple times, and now I've got a full circle of them with some honeycomb in the middle. And I'm running the honeycomb, or the meadows drones over here, trying to get a full circle of drones as well, so I can start crossbreeding. These marshy drones were pretty tricky to get going, because they like mushrooms, but they also need open sky. So the light level in here was pretty dicey. What I ended up doing is covering this whole area here right at these iron bars with dirt, just to make it dark. and wander. But I could still wander around. And then I planted a couple of these mushrooms. Then I dug away this dirt, and they stuck around. The first time I did it, I put the dirt down on this level and kind of, you know, clicked carefully to get way back there. But then when I broke this dirt, for some reason it triggered them to pop off because the light level was too high or something. But as long as they weren't, the dirt wasn't right above the mushrooms, when I destroyed it, they didn't automatically pop off. So I don't know if they just didn't get a block update or something, but it's working now, and these things are generating. I don't have any idea what mossy comb is, but it sounds cool. It's something different, so that's kind of neat. And these over here are my jungle bees, and it looks like, are they producing right now? I can't quite tell. Nope, it doesn't look like it, so we'll come in and check them out. Looks like they're all dead. And as you can see, I've got quite a few silky combs. 24, 32, 43 silky combs. That's awesome. That's a pretty good start. So we'll just keep letting these guys produce. And I gotta move kind of quickly here so I'm not talking too much because they will poison me. And it lasts like 2 minutes, which is just crazy long for poison. Fortunately, poison doesn't kill you, it just takes you down to half a heart and leaves you there. But for 2 minutes, that's kind of a hassle. You can't go roaming around for fear of, a stray skeleton shot just taking you out. But for the time being, it's looking pretty good. As you can see, I've got several of these hives just kind of scattered around along the eaves. I think they look pretty cool, and they happen to give off light as well, so I could probably get rid of these torches. Maybe I will. And we'll see how the light level is around here. Oh, and I gotta be careful back here too, because the jungle bees can get me through the walls. So we'll have to remove those torches when it's night and they're inactive or something. I think I'm going to do some kind of porch here. That's why I did 3 in a row. Maybe just some fence posts or something coming down and some sort of other material for the ground here. We'll see. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. Looks like I need one more beehive to put here. So I might go around and pick up something. It doesn't really matter what it is. Yeah, these are all looking really nice. Digging it. And my hives are producing, most importantly, so I am all set here. Obviously, I'm going to need to automate the processes and stuff like that, and I think I am going to tweak that roof line. It still looks a little flat. So I'll tweak the roof line, and then probably we'll set out for another project and just let these guys do their thing for a while. And once I get some propolis and stuff like that from those jungle bees, because that's what the silky propolis, or the silky combs give you, is silky propolis, which turns into regular propolis and then silk. I'll be able to start automating them with some Apiaries pipes and that sort of thing. But until then, we'll just have to do them manually, which isn't a problem. So I'm going to finish up some of this roof line here, and then we'll come back and probably, I think I'll get started on spotting a location for the Wizard's Tower that I was also working on in Octarine. I think I've got a good idea where I want to put that over by my main house, but I'll want to double check and see if that's really where I want it. Anyway, I'm going to work on the roof line here a little bit, and I'll be back. Alright, so that might not be really a huge difference, but I think it looks really pretty good. What I did is I added just another little half step on top of the roof, and it just gives the roof a bit more finished look. So I'm pretty happy with that. I also added this little porch in front of it with these columns and a couple signs. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same. Oh, and I put a teleport tether in here somewhere. Somewhere down over here, I think. I don't remember exactly. So these bees should keep processing even when I'm away now. So I think this apiary is, at least for the time being, pretty much all set. Let's run back over to the sorting room and just see how we're doing over there. The blaze rod factory should be just going bananas. I bet there's a bajillion diamonds. Hopefully. We'll see. Like I said, it's only like 300 meters away, so we'll just make a quick run. Eventually, I will have to put in some sort of transportation system. But I'll do that once I get a couple more areas figured out and know where I'm trying to go to and from. As I said, I think I'm going to start looking a bit more for my wizard area. Running through here, I did notice there's an area with an awful lot of Vs, so this might be a good spot for it, but I don't know. The view isn't really very good. Well, we'll see. I mean, 10,000 Vs though, that's hard to beat. Alright, come down here to my my sorting area. There we go. Everything looks like it's churning away here. Let's see what we got. Holy cow. 6, almost 7 stacks of diamonds. That's awesome. Well, maybe I'll look at making a couple equivalent exchange items that I've been really missing while building stuff. Mercurial Eye, Destruction Catalyst, that sort of thing. Yeah, let's see. What do we need for those? Red matter. Ooh, we need Eternalist fuel for red matter. I haven't set up a condenser yet, so maybe I'll grab some diamonds here. And we will get started on a condenser, just so I can get some of these fuels. Actually, I've got a Philosopher's Stone. Maybe I can do it that way. I think I can. Let's give that a try first. We'll start here and see what that does. So open the crafting table on the Philosopher's Stone, put the Philosopher's Stone in, and nope, no glowstone dust. I don't remember all of the recipes for the Philosopher's Stone because I don't use it very often like this anyway. Got a bunch of crap on me. Let's throw that in the chest over here. Random zombies and whatnot. Let's put those teleport tethers back in my bag here. Put those up there. Okay. Let's see. What can we do with the Philosopher's Stone? Not recipes, uses. Interdiction torch. Can make Mobius fuel and Eternalist fuel, but I want to get up to those. Nope, it looks like the only way to get Mobius fuel. Alchemical coal. Oh, I can turn coal into alchemical coal, and then alchemical coal into Mobius fuel. Awesome. So yeah, let's grab a bunch of coal here, and we'll just do that. And forget the whole condenser thing, because I don't think I'm going to need them in this world. This blaze thing is doing just gangbusters. Wrong button. Alchemical coal. Mobius fuel. Eternalist fuel. Awesome. Yeah, that'll work like a charm. So let's come over here and pull these diamonds out. and put Eternalist fuel in there. Give me half a stack of it. Yeah, give me a full stack of it. Why not? There we go. Cool. Now I've got a stack of Eternalist fuel. So let's see, what was that again? Because I don't remember. Mercurial Eye. Red matter, some bricks, obsidian, and 1 diamond. Easy enough. Oh, here, you can have all these back. Bricks, I think I've got actually in my bag. Yep. Obsidian, I've got obsidian in my bag. I slimmed down my bag just a little bit, so now I've just got 2 of each. All the extras stuff I put into these, so these are now pretty full. I added another chest of stuff that I will probably be farming in the future. And I added this all to my sorting system as well, to the red power sorter over on the other side of the room. And this is all stuff that I could potentially be farming. I was just kind of bored, not really wanting to do recording, but wanting to play a little bit, so I was just working on that sort of thing. Things that you guys don't really need to see on camera, since you probably have seen it a dozen times in either this episode or this series or the last. Just adding things to my sorting machine and that sort of thing. Moving stuff around. So, let's see. One more time. Red matter. So I'm going to need 3 dark matter, which is blocks of diamond surrounded by Eternalist fuel. So I can do that. So I'll need 3 blocks of diamond. Alrighty, blocks of diamond, of course, are just filling up the crafting table with diamonds. There we go. Surrounded by Eternalist fuel. And then the red matter is those 3 with Eternalist fuel on top and bottom. There we go, red matter. Red matter, diamond on bottom, a house of bricks, and the obsidian in the corners. There we go, Mercurial Eye, one of my favorite devices. I will need a Klein Star to use this, so I'm going to have to come up with a way to charge the Klein Star. I don't know exactly how I'm going to want to do that. Maybe an AMR somewhere. That's alright, but let's make the Klein Star anyway. Klein Star Ein is a diamond surrounded by Mobius fuel. Alrighty, so let's see. Can I downgrade this Eternalist fuel in here? I can. That's awesome. I should learn my Philosopher's Stone recipes. I don't use them very often, but restricting myself to no transmutation tablet makes me use some of the other abilities in equivalent exchange, which is kind of cool. Let's see, what else did I want? A destruction catalyst. So that's 4 more Mobius fuel and Nova catalyst. So 6 more Mobius fuel and 2 TNT. Yeah, 6 more Mobius fuel and 2 TNT. TNT is easy enough. It's just sand and gunpowder. Gunpowder I've got plenty of somewhere. There we go. Alrighty, and then the, I don't even remember what that's called, Nova Catalysts are those. And then what was in the middle? Oh, flint and steel. I don't think I want to use up my flint and steel, so we'll make another one of those real quick. Alright. And of course, I did it backwards. There we go, Destruction Catalyst. Sweet. What else do I want? Anything else? Or is that good enough for right now? So I'll just throw those back over here for the time being, I guess. I don't know, I hadn't really thought about doing EE items. That's probably good enough for the time being, I guess. Let's throw that in there. Throw that back in. That back in. Cool. Glowstone dust can go as well. I think that obsidian I actually had on me. In my bag. Yeah, that was obsidian. And those bricks also go in there. There we go. Cool. I'm going to need some way to charge my or my Klein Star. Give me just a second, and I'll think about what I want to do with that. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I think I am going to make an antimatter relay after all, and then to power that antimatter relay, I think I'm just going to do 2 quick condensers. So to make an antimatter relay and 2 condensers, I'm going to need 3 more diamond blocks. So 27 diamonds. There we go. And I didn't really mention how this equivalent exchange stuff works. Klein Star is basically just a battery that stores EMC, which is obviously what makes up all fuels have EMC values, or all items. So diamonds was the 8092, dirt is 1, and then there's everything in between there. Actually, I think uranium's worth a ton in this version, though I've seen in the newer version it's been reduced. But everything has an EMC value, or pretty much everything. And you can break all items down into just that EMC, which is just basically raw energy, and then convert it back into different types of matter. And the Klein Star just stores that EMC. And then the Destruction Catalyst and Mercurial Eye can use the EMC stored by a Klein Star to do different functions. Like many of the power items in equivalent exchange. Destruction Catalyst uses it to destroy items, and Mercurial Eye uses it to either create or to transform blocks that are already placed. So pretty cool, but first I need to get my Klein Star charged with EMC, so that's what I'm doing here. So to make the Antimatter Relay, I'm going to need some obsidian and some glass. And to make the condensers, I'm going to need some glowstone. Not glowstone dust, actual glowstone. So we'll get a couple stacks out here and make that into blocks. There we go. That should be a good start. And it's just a block of diamond in the middle, a piece of glass on top, and then the AMR is just obsidian around the sides. Antimatter Relay AMR. And the two condensers are just glowstone around the sides. I think. I thought. What am I missing here? Oh, not condenser, collector. Oh, it's got a furnace on the bottom, so we'll have to make a quick furnace. No biggie. That's actually even cheaper, so that's even better. Oops, I must have had some in my bag. Not a big deal. Here we go. There we go, 2 energy collectors. But since we've got all this diamond, I'm not just going to go with the level 1 versions. Maybe I'll play some real quick just to show you what they do and how they work. A energy collector, when placed on the ground with a light source available in the area, will turn that light source just straight into pure EMC. So that alone is obviously pretty awesome. It will also upgrade fuels up the chain, and that chain is created by Palomar in equivalent exchange. And this chain starts with charcoal and goes up to redstone, and then goes up to coal, and then coal will eventually turn into glowstone, I think. Dust, glowstone dust, and then it continues on and on until you get up to Mobius fuel and Eternalist fuel. Actually, it might be alchemical coal and then glowstone dust. We'll see real quick. But you can see the number increasing, and when I hit 64, it'll boot gunpowder, and then it'll go from gunpowder slowly on up to alchemical coal, and then glowstone dust, and then blaze powder or something. I don't know the exact chain, but eventually you end up with Mobius fuel and Eternalist fuel. And as you can see, you've got a little storage here, so you can put in 8 stacks of coal and just let them all process. But the Collector Mark II and the Collector Mark III just do that process faster and can hold more items. Another thing I want to show you real quick is the Antimatter Relay. And actually, let's remove that again. The Antimatter Relay by itself doesn't do anything alone. It's just a relay. But if you were to put a collector next to it, any energy created by the collector that isn't going to use for directly upgrading fuel will get stored in the relay instead. And this relay is just used to do things like charging Klein Stars. You put a Klein Star in over here, and boom, it'll drain all the energy out of the relay and put it into the Klein Star, which is what I intend to do with it. The relay will gather energy from any collector around it, and actually gives a bonus to those collectors that are directly touching it. And the upgraded versions give a higher bonus to adjacent collectors. So I'm going to upgrade that relay as well. And to upgrade them, you just add dark matter into the mix, and then to upgrade them again, you add red matter into the mix. So I'm going to need 6 dark matter and 6 red matter to do these upgrades. So I'm probably going to need a little bit more Eternalist fuel. So let's get that going here first. Alright, and throw the rest of this stuff in the bag so far. Don't need that at the moment, don't need that, don't need that. There we go, just freeing up some room here to move items around and manipulate them. There we go. And I want more Eternalist fuel, and just give me a bunch, please. just go ahead and give me a bunch more. This diamond generation is working pretty well, so I'll just take a bunch of Eternalist fuel for the time being. There we go. And there we are. So we'll make 6 dark matter. Actually, we'll make, let's see, what was red matter? Red matter needed 3, right? Yeah. And we need 3 red matter, so we're going to need 9, so we're going to need 15 dark matter total. And dark matter is blocks of diamonds, so we'll need 15 blocks of diamonds. Oh boy, that's expensive. 15. This is not going to be enough, is it? Excuse me. I need 7 more diamonds. There we go. Alright, and then we'll start surrounding those with Eternalist fuel. There's 15 dark matter, and we're going to need more Eternalist fuel too, probably, won't we? No, maybe not. What am I doing here? There we go. There we are. So we've got 3 red matter and 6 dark matter. That should be just enough. Cool. And actually, I only need 3 dark matter. Even better. So now I've got some extra dark matter to do something else with. There we go, and then upgrade those to red. Oh, need more glowstone though. That's alright, we'll do the AMR first here. There. Oh boy, that's an expensive item. More glowstone. 4. No, I want the one. There we go. Just make another half stack here. There we are. And collectors. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these collectors right here. And as I said, it requires a light source to work, but a Mark III AMR operates at full, or is equivalent to a full light source, so light level 15 or 16 or whatever it is. So now if I look at this AMR, it should be getting energy pretty rapidly. Another thing you can do with the relay is you can put matter into these squares and it'll break them down. So if I were to throw, say, with some of this glass in there, boom, it would break it down, turn it into energy right away. So for the time being, I think I'm just going to leave that right there and let it charge up. I will put the Klein Star in it, which is right here, and let it get fully charged while I sort through my items and stuff, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've got a fully charged Klein Star now. This AMR has been doing its job nicely. And since I made those 3 extra dark matter, I may as well use them. One of the other things I think I'm going to make involves these buckets, and I will need actually 3 more buckets, so we'll get 9 pieces of iron out, since it looks like I've got plenty of iron and not tin. And of course, they're not going to have to be empty buckets. I'm going to have to fill them up with something. So I'm going to come on out here, and I think I saw what I was looking for out here before. Somewhere over here in this general area. That was a long fall, and I don't really have a good way out of here, do I? Maybe? Nope. Climb up this vine. Whoops. Come on. Really? What do I have here? Sand. That'll work. Thank you. So let's see here. Yeah, right down there is some lava, which is what I'm looking for. Hello, cows. There we go. I got a skeleton over there, but it looks like he's gonna leave me alone, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill up these buckets with lava, and then we'll use them in this recipe. I'll be right back once I've got those done. Alright, so I've got those buckets filled. What I'm going to make here is a Vulcanite Amulet, and that just takes 3 dark matter and 6 buckets of lava. So let's open up my crafting table and throw these buckets up here. And 3 dark matter. Ta-da! Oh, and I got the buckets back even. That's even better. I couldn't remember if I got the buckets back. So what this Vulcanite Amulet does is a couple different things. First one, if you just right-click with it, it will create a source block of lava. So I can refill this nice little lava pool that I had down here. And there we go. Back to a bunch of source blocks. Secondly, it'll let you walk over lava without taking any damage, as long as it's in your hotbar. Don't forget and leave it in your inventory. And thirdly, it'll if you point it up into the sky and hit R, it'll shoot a little ball up into the sky and make it stop raining. But since it's not raining right now, I can't show you that one yet. Sounds like we've got a rat or something running around upstairs. Let's go kill that bad boy. Stupid rat. There we go. Anyway, so I've got a Vulcanite Amulet now, which is awesome. A really good way to protect yourself from lava and fire and that sort of thing. Very useful in the nether, fighting blazes and gas and stuff too, because it protects you from fire damage of all sorts. Here comes a zombie. Ooh, it's a red eye. Come on, brains. Yay. Not brains, but I'll take a skull. Speaking of brains and skulls, I should probably get back to trying to track down a good place to build my wizard's tower. I've got several other things I want to build too. I need a fossils and archaeology lab. I need my logistic system in the sorter room. I want to build up that town over by home. I need a build craft area to start harvesting some of the oil. So I got all kinds of different things I need to do, but I think the first thing I want to do is at least get the groundwork for my tower started. The one that was going to be an Octarine, but since Octarine was not playing very nice, we'll have to be in the Overworld. So I think I'm going to head back. No, let's go back to the sorter room and teleport back to home, I guess. It's a lot closer than trying to run home. Home is like 700 away, and my spawn point here is only 130. So I'll meet you back home in just a second. Alright, so here I am back home, just down in the basement, teleported over. Let's see. Oh, I did work on the roof line here a little bit. I don't think I showed you guys that yet. I've got to fill in this area, obviously, but I've got a nice roof over my bedroom anyway, my little loft. I haven't decided what I want to fill that in with yet. Probably just some dark wood and then maybe some more marble. I think that would look nice. I don't know. We'll see. This area over here, which I think is going to be a little train depot, doesn't have a roof yet. Not until I decide what exactly I'm doing with it. But progress is being made on this house still, which is cool. Eventually I'll furnish it. But for the time being, I still don't have any furnishings. Added just a little bit of a gravel path around here, nothing exciting. I think this area over here, I'm still wanting to put trees and make it kind of wildernessy and then run a railroad over there so I can just wander around through my park. Maybe built in a couple nice waterfalls and stuff. That's just kind of a weird, cool looking spire as it is by itself, so maybe I'll leave that alone. This over here, though, I'm thinking I might use for my wizard's tower. I'm thinking I'm going to cut down all of this stuff in the middle here, this land in the middle, make it all more or less level with the stuff over here, and that'll be the village down there, and then that'll make this overhang a bit more prominent because it looks like there's a good overhang right there. And then I'll put my tower up on top of that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, as I said before, that over there will be my primary automated farm area. I'll kind of terrace that up a little bit and put different automated farms over there. And leave this area as, you know, just a place for some sheep and some other animals. A nice little walking area, not really a park, but more of a garden, we'll say. And then these reed farms, which might end up getting moved over to that one over there, just because I don't necessarily want them here in this area. This area is supposed to be just kind of a nice little relaxing home. But anyway, let's head over there and see if that's going to be an appropriate place for a tower. It looks good from here. I like that overhang, especially if this land is gone, so that overhang will be a bit more pronounced. Making it kind of weird, you know, looking. There's a nice kind of mystical looking overhang, and then have a wizard's tower sticking up here. We'll see. Let's come down here first and check out this place, I guess. Oh yeah, see, that overhang's pretty nice. There's a little column here. I might even get rid of that. We'll see. Oh, hey, look at this. There's a chest over here. That's funny. Wow, portal spawners. That's crazy. 4th boot disc. All kinds of crazy stuff in this. I'll just go ahead and grab all that. Thanks. I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you have in the drawer. Let's see. Cut that down. Go ahead and clear this out. Don't need it here anymore. Got some gravel here. Maybe I'll clear out this gravel. And that overhang will be nice. Maybe I'll even get some monsters spawning underneath. I think that sounds like it might be neat. I don't know. Maybe I'll extend the tower down here too. We'll see. But so far it's looking pretty good. This is interesting on this side too. Yeah. Let's head up top and see how it looks from up top. Oh, just let me climb, thank you. Is this area going to be big enough? How big is it roughly? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish. That's a little smaller than I was wanting. I might be able to extend it out a bit though. It's got promise. The view is pretty good. I've got another interesting column over there. I've got some nice snow right here. And of course I'll have the village down here. Yeah, I kind of like it. I think this will work. I might even cut this down a few levels, 5 or 6, just to make this part over here more prominent. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to try to flatten this area out and get started on the base of the wizard's tower here, see how big I can make it. make sure that I'm going to be happy with the size, and I'll be right back. Hey folks, I just went back over to my house and dumped off some inventory stuff and decided that I should actually show you how this Mercurial Eye that I just spent so much resources on actually works. To open up the Mercurial Eye, put it in your hotbar and hit C, and it's got these two slots. One of them's for a Klein Star, as it says Klein, and the other one's for the target block. In this case, I'm just going to target dirt. And what it'll do is it will create or change blocks into dirt, because that was my target block. If I hit G, it's got these different modes: extension, creation, transmutation, pillar extension. So those are the 4 modes. What I'm going to use right now, I think, is just extension. What you do is you just point at a block and right click, and it'll extend. It should extend. There we go. In extension mode, you have to have at least charged up 1 block, because extending 0 doesn't help much. It'll extend the block, or out from the block, in a radius. So with 1 charge, it extends a 3x3. It makes a 3x3 around it. Anything that's empty in that 3x3 area will be filled up with your target block. So in this case, I think I'll just come on over here and extend this out a bit. And probably extend it once more. There we go. And there we are. So now we've got a nice level area here. Flush pretty much all the way around. And we'll come over here and extend this area out as well. Cool. Extend it back over here. Boom. Boom. So it's a pretty useful tool, and of course you can charge it up more, all the way up, and extend it a bunch. Here, let's click this one, and look at that big area that it just automatically created for me. That's awesome. We'll come over here, and boom. So it's a great builder's tool. The other one I got is the Destruction Catalyst. Let's discharge this thing. I'll need my my Klein Star for it. So let's get that Destruction Catalyst out. The Destruction Catalyst doesn't have an interface, but what it does is it uses a Klein Star or, I don't remember what energy source it wants, gunpowder maybe, from your inventory to destroy blocks in front of you. It'll destroy a 3x3 square, so like this here, 3x3. Just on a right click. So if you hit right click, boom, it'll destroy it, and it'll put all the items that it destroyed from that one use into a little ball of items, and you pick it up and you get all the items from that one little ball. And it does that to conserve on lag, because every entity in the world creates a little bit of lag, so it combines them all into a single item ball, which is awful thoughtful of it. There's some red-eye zombie and some endermen. I think I'm just going to run down here and try killing some things. And then show you guys in a bit more how to use the Destruction Catalyst and the Mercurial Eye. So give me just a second. I'll be back. I'm lagging just a bit because I'm recording and there's a bunch of mobs, so I'm going to turn it off. Alright, those batches are done, and there's a bunch of endermen up here, and I'm a little short on ender pearls, so I think I'm going to kill these guys and see if I can't get a couple ender pearls. No dice from that one. Come on, enderman, be nice to me. Wow, 0 for 2. Yay, there's one. Just one. Oh well. One is better than none, I guess. Fill that back in. Enderman destroying my little area over here. Alrighty. Oh, there's another one. Wow, there are a ton of endermen here. That's awesome. Hey, another pearl. Sweet. And I hear another zombie. Where'd you go? I don't know where the zombie went. That's alright. No big deal. Anyway, Destruction Catalyst. obviously has more uses than just destroying one little 3x3 area that I had. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered creating it. So let's show you what it can do on the higher end. If you charge this bad boy up a few, yeah, this looks good, and point it at the center of a 3x3 block, it'll get rid of a row, I don't know, 16 long or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 16 long. And again, it puts them all into a little ball, and you can just collect all the items from it. Totally awesome and convenient. Easy removal of terrain. If you're trying to do a bit of terraforming, makes it a piece of cake. Let's kill this zombie here too. And like I said, I was going to kind of flatten out this area, lower it a bit to make these higher areas more prominent. So I'll continue doing that here. Let's get out this block and go right here. Poof. Come on back here. So yeah, mining that would have taken, well, forever. It would have just taken a long time to mine all that. But using the destruction catalyst, piece of cake. Let's just keep going this way, I guess. You can also hit, I think it's R, to pretend that you're clicking on a square, and it'll, yeah. Since I didn't have something in the center there to actually click on, I hit R, and it triggers as if there were a square that I clicked on. Oh yeah? Gonna shoot at me, huh? Awesome. So what I'm going to be doing here is just clearing up some area, doing a little bit of terraforming, and then maybe moving over here and trying to do a bit more terraforming over there and figure out where I want my tower exactly. Like I said, get the base of the tower. I just wanted to show you guys the two items that or three items, I guess, with the Klein Star that I just spent so many resources on. Make sure you guys knew how to use them, because they're both really very useful tools. And then obviously the Klein Star, it's just essential in equivalent exchange. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright folks, I'm back again, only like 6 or 7 clicks later, and my inventory is totally full. So I think I want to try to create an item that is actually totally new to me. It's a new item from the Ender Storage mod. And what it'll do is it'll let me throw all of these items that I'm picking up along the way straight into my sorting system, which is awesome. Let me kill this creeper here that's trying to sneak up on me. So let's head back over to my sorting room where I've got access to the rest of my materials that I've got. As soon as I kill this guy too, jeez, so many mobs. And we'll get started on that item. Come on over here to my staircase. And down to the teleporter. There we go. Alrighty. So the item I want to create is this ender pouch right here. It's going to take 3 leather and ender pearl, which is convenient since I just got ender pearls, and 4 blaze powders. First off, let's make a little space here by ditching a bit of this stuff. Blaze powders. Man, I really need to get my logistics system set up. Let's make a few blaze powders here by pulling them out of our macerator. Actually, let's see if we can catch it. No, I'm not worried about it. That thing's just rocking away. There we go, blaze powders. Ender pearl, piece of wool, which I moved over here as a potential farming item. Some leather, which I don't think I'm probably going to be farming, so I didn't. How many was that? 3 leather, ender pearl, 4 blaze powder, and wool. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Oops. See? And I think that was it. Yes, ender pouch. Awesome. Ender pouch looks like by default it's all white, which happens to be what I chose, so that's cool. Let's turn this switch off for a second. And I just shift right clicked this chest just to make sure. That's the way you set what colors an ender pouch is. You shift right click it to associate it with a chest. Since it was all white, you didn't see any color changes with the pouch in the bottom right of the screen, basically what I'm holding in my hand. If I had, say, green chest there, those little white L's in the pouch in my hand would be 3 green now that I've shift clicked. But what I want to do is I want to test out this bag. I want to throw some stuff in here. Oh, see, it already looks like it's working. That's awesome. I want to throw all this crap in here that I picked up with my destruction catalyst into the pouch, and then I'm going to come over here and take the pouch out of my hand and open this chest and see that they're all there. So the pouch and my ender chests are sharing inventories. Let's see if I can get to a place where I can see that. Yeah, you can see the chest opening when I'm right-clicking on the pouch. So that's awesome. That's a new thing in Ender storage with the last couple versions. Since 1.2.3, which is the last time I played with Ender stuff. So that's way cool. Now I can just throw stuff into this bag that I don't want to keep on my person, and it'll automatically come into my sorting system. Super cool. So I'm going to head back there and continue with my terraforming and that sort of thing. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey folks, I'm back. Hey folks, I'm back here. I don't know if that started right away or not. Kind of got a little bit of a stutter. As you can see, I've kind of run into my teleport tether right here. That's not a big deal though. But I wanted to show you another one of the ways to use the Mercurial Eye. In this case, I'm just using it for dirt, so it might not seem all that big a deal, but I will use it for other things in the future, no doubt. I'm going to put it in transmutation mode and raise the charge level a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on an area here, and boom, it's turning all of the stone into dirt. If I'm looking straight down, it's going to do it in a plane perpendicular to my feet here, which is more what I really wanted. So, stupid slimes. The Mercurial Eye is sensitive to what direction you're facing and what level you're facing at. So it takes a little practice to improve. What I probably created first there was a plane going straight down into the ground of dirt, though it's not a big deal. But if you want to make a plane, a horizontal plane, you have to be looking pretty much straight down. If these monsters would leave me alone. And yeah, I know, I'm working at night, so that's what I deserve. But that's alright. So I'm going to look straight down here, and it'll turn all of the blocks around me on that plane into dirt. If I come over here and do it, it will do it even to gravel, unlike the Philosopher's Stone, which won't turn gravel into dirt. Any blocks that are here, it'll turn into dirt, except for ores. So as you can see, it's not turning this coal into dirt. So I'll have to mine that myself, but that's not a big deal. So it's a nice, quick, and easy way to transform one block into another. As I said, you can use it for any block you want. It doesn't have to be dirt. You just put it in the target block, or the target slot of the Mercurial Eye, and it'll convert it. Here, actually, let's just go ahead and... what do I have here that I can convert things into? Let's convert into marble. Why not? That's a mod item, but it works no problem. So if I come over here and stand in the middle and look straight down, boom, a big sheet of marble. Pretty awesome. And if I want to turn it back into dirt, I just switch the target block and boom, right back into dirt. Cool. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting down stuff with the destruction catalyst and converting it into dirt with my Mercurial Eye. I'm still working away here, so I will cut the camera one more time and come back once I've kind of got this area finished up. Alright, so I'm getting a nice flat grassy area here. If you didn't know what I'm doing, if you didn't know this function of the Philosopher's Stone, what I'm doing here to get grass is you can just shift right click on earth or dirt to turn it into cobblestone, and then do it again and it'll turn it into grass rather than regular dirt, which is pretty awesome. Speeds up the grass process nicely. Anyway, it looks like we're just over an hour into this video, so I will continue doing some of this stuff off camera, and I'll have it ready for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We did a lot of building stuff and trying to recover from the mishaps we had with Octarine, the Mystcraft age. Made some equivalent exchange items and did some terraforming. Starting to get some things ready. Set up our apiaries. So all kinds of different things. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it, and you'll be back next episode. In the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.